Oh my god, I finally got it to work. Hi everyone. I was having the time of my life trying to figure out going live on here. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hopefully everything is working okay on everyone's end, and it's on the correct screen, and it's not being stupid. Hello everyone coming in. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I'm so used to streaming on Twitch where you can just press live, and I was like, oh, YouTube has this fancy little feature thing. Okay, audio sounds good. That's good. That's good to know. I was like, oh, I can schedule a stream. That's really fancy. And I should not try fancy things, I've learned. It does not work out for me. So, now it should be fine. It should be on the right stream now. OBS is like, it's something to help you stream and everything. You can have fancy screens like the one that I have on here. And the one that I have on here. Let's get Lemon Demon out of here. I didn't mean for him to be the opening song. Okay, so we're just animating again today. It's gonna be the same thing as last night pretty much, except different shot. So yesterday we did this one. And by the way, it's for my next big video that's coming out hopefully soon. Very excited for it. Well, it'll come out once I finish it, at least. Yeah, I know, I need to look up more tutorials. How to be a good streamer on YouTube. Thank you very much. But yeah, we got this one done last night, and got to a point where I was pretty, like, happy with it. And so, we're moving on to this one. We're not going to be animating hands for an hour today, which is very exciting. This is the one that comes immediately after this shot, where they kind of get tugged up. But yes, this is for my next music video that's coming out. Really exciting to finally work on it. I took a really big break after Fool came out, because I didn't want to get like burnt out or anything. And now I'm finally getting back into it. So, always hyped to see your projects. Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, feel free to lurk. I don't mind lurking. Okay, so this shot is like really short. It's literally like just over a second long. And it's gonna be a pretty quick move because it's kind of like an insert shot. It's how we get from shot 4 to shot 6. So, pretty quick shot. Getting back into the groove exactly. It feels nice to animate again. You know, I worked on a bit like a small project in June with like a short animation. And I think that was the last time I've like animated, like took the time to really animate. I think their eyes are gonna end up being a little too big here, but that's okay. We're just gonna, I'm gonna start by drawing their head, just kind of as a like isolated object. Yeah, their eyes are gonna be too big. And then we will worry about this mess afterwards. Welcome back, Pandora's Box. Yeah, feel free to lurk. Lurking's fine. I'll be talking. Then you'll probably be able to hear like my air conditioner, because it is warm where I am. Okay, I do need to bring up. These references are so old at this point, but they still kind of apply. Not so much with Kit, with their design here, because they're a little bit different in this music video. Some things have changed for this one, but it's really just their hair. Sometimes I get random motivation to make an animation or animatic. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get it from your brain to actually being on the screen and everything, like drawing it out. Okay, not their hand. Their eyes are definitely too big. Oof. Gonna size those down a bit, while still making them look shocked. So if you're in the stream last night, I spent literally an hour and a half animating hands, and I had like no brain cells left after that stream, because it is very difficult to talk and animate at the same time, I have found out. So I'll be trying my best to not be as brain dead today. It's a bit earlier in the day, so that kind of helps. I love this look for Kit's hair, but like it's a little difficult to get right. It's like I really want to convey with this music video at least that their hair is short, or at least that it's different. Oh man, you should try and continue the animatic. 505 is a great song. Also, welcome in for okay. So yeah, I kind of like that look for the hair. I feel like their eyes are a little too low. Still a little too big as well. Yeah, we're just doing rough animation today. I finished all the storyboards for this music video a few weeks ago. It's probably pushing 3 weeks now. So I was waiting to finish up my job before I started working on this again, but yeah, I've just been like staring at it for the past 3 weeks, waiting anxiously to start animating it. But we're just in rough animation stage, so yeah. That was gonna be really angsty. Oh, those are the best kinds of animatics. I love angst. This is my favorite thing. I'm a sucker for angst. I know like most of my music videos have been just like silly goofy, but I did have the Roy Eye animatic, you know, that was angsty, but hopeful at the end, I guess. Their eyes are still too big. Man. Big doe eyes. See, I can't give like too much away for what's happening in the music video because I don't want to spoil too much. But it's very exciting. It's a really short one. The music that it's going to be to is The Handshake by MGMT, from their album Miraculous Spectacular, and it's only a minute long, so nothing like too ambitious, but I was trying to create a rough timeline for like, oh, how long will this like maybe take me? And I was thinking like, yeah, a minute long, like that's not gonna be too bad. But then I was thinking like Fool was 2 minutes long. And that took me like a year. But that was also with like breaks in between. So not sure how long this one's gonna take, but we'll see. Okay, and I said this as a preface last time as well, but you guys are gonna see how chaotic my rough animation process is, because it's I guess what some animators would probably call sacrilegious, because I'm really bad at keeping characters on models, so a lot of the rough animation, like with these smaller moves, is copy and paste. So I take minimal breaks, because if I take too much a break, then I won't touch the project again. Yeah. Yeah, it's really tough. Good luck on staying on that one project, though. My fingers are crossed for you. Yeah, I was really, like, so I started on Fool February of last year, and then I was like, I want to get used to this character a bit more. So I did the Mary animation, and that one took me 5 months, because I took, like, a massive break, because I was moving, and getting a new job, and it was, like, everything. There's a lot of life stuff happening, so I was like, yeah, I'll just, like, take a break from it. And it took, like, everything in me to actually finish that animation. It was only, like, 15 seconds long. it took like so much to get back to it. It was really tough. Okay, so I'm gonna copy and paste this. Oh, this song right now? Yeah, this is from Ina. This is Temptation Stairway Waltz Variation by Meta Room. Hello, Lester. Every time I read your name, I think Lester. That's not right. Okay, so they're kind of being... So, where the energy is coming from, like where the movement is, where they're being pulled, is like from their arm here. So I want the action to be led by their chest, and so their head kind of like falls back as they're being pulled up. Your Mary animation inspired me to do my own storyboard animation. Oh my god. No, you can't scrap your stuff. I have so many things that like I hated, and they're still on like my YouTube, but they're just archived. Oh, 2 songs ago. Man, I can't go back in my queue, unfortunately. Oh wait, maybe recently played. It might have been Achievement by Pop Sky, or Implanted Memories by Infinity Frequencies. Those were the ones before this. Yeah, you should totally draw as well. That's what I use drawing streams for, like whenever I watch them, is I usually end up drawing. It's really chill. Okay, so their head's gonna kind of like fall back as they're being tugged upwards. We don't want their sideburns in there yet. Again, it's a very cursed way of doing rough animation. I don't know if this is the right way. I don't know if industry professionals would look at this and scoff. But this is how I do it. Because I can't keep my characters on model. Every time I draw them, I feel like they look a little bit different. And I know that's mostly like I just need to make a cohesive like character sheet instead of just like a little sketchy one like this, where this isn't even really on model anymore. But, you know, it's fine. Oh yeah, I know that one gets on a lot of playlists on YouTube and stuff. Okay, so I like this movement. Maybe having their eyes go a bit smaller. Just really slight movements. It's gonna be fun once I get to like clean up. If you struggle with them being on models, is it because you animate straight ahead or keyframing? You just unluckily struggle with proportions and so. I don't know. I mean, it's probably the main culprit is just that I haven't like made a cohesive guide, and you know, with stuff like this, it's I don't know. It's just tough for me. I don't know what it is. I've been doing 2D animation for 2 years now. So I'm still like I'm pretty new to it, because I got my degree in 3D animation in college, not 2D animation. So Gloom was like my first big animation project and everything. My Gloom music video. I love the way you animate. Because of how many ease ins and outs you use. Thank you! Yeah, those are like my favorite parts. That and then overlapping or no, what's it called? Follow through? Like having this drag of the head and everything is really fun. This shot, it's gonna be tough because it's such a quick shot, and so I don't know if I want to have that ease in here or if I want it to just be like immediate, but yeah, model sheets are tough. This is like the closest thing I've got to it, and hold on, I'll show like the detailed ones, because I did like make some sheets with notes on them somewhere. Here they are. Yeah, ease ins and outs are really fun. These were the more like detailed, like actually putting some notes on there with proportions that I just like disregarded whenever I started actually animating. I'm kind of just doing this. Like, I've stuck really true to their eyes, I can say, especially like Kittick's. Like, they have a few quirks with their eye that I try and stick to, but yeah, that's like as close as I got to actually having a character sheet. But otherwise I was like, I know these characters. So yeah, it's just me chill stream today. It's probably like a lot of talking like yesterday. And not animating. Trying my best to animate while also talking. Okay, so we're just gonna copy this again. Bring them all the way up here. I think where I went wrong with the storyboard is that, you know, their shoulder stays like here the whole time, like in relation to the rest of their body. Like they're kind of angled this way. And I feel like their shoulders should come up just a bit more here, and then we can kind of see like that. And they have their back here. I think that would look really good. I did that on the wrong layer, so I have to redo that. Yeah, let's make a new layer for their body. Yeah, storyboarding this one was really fun. I was talking about it yesterday, but I really wanted to try a bit more with like making refined storyboard, which I haven't really done before. Like a lot of, like with Fool, with that music video, the storyboard was like, well, I'm the only one who's gonna see this, so I'm not gonna make it fancy or anything. And that kind of screwed me, because I was like, I'll put this on my website, and it looks like chicken scratch still, because it's like, whenever I was working on it for myself, I was like, well, I know what I want from this shot, you know, in the actual animation, so I don't need to really worry about that, like making cohesive. But then whenever other people look at it, it doesn't really make sense, because it is chicken scratch. But are these sillies like a reflection of you of some sort? I like the motif, like them being reflections of each other. Yeah, I'll try and dance around it because I don't want to give away too much, because it would definitely delve into spoilers. But yeah, I mean, this character is literally Kit, and that's my name, like they're me. And then Kittick's the name of my channel. So yeah, do with that what you will. With that information. But yeah, I mean, like, what I will say is Fool, at least, yeah, like just that music video was very much based on my experience after I uploaded Gloom, and also like my time working on it. It was very much, that's how I felt during that time. So yeah, it's a pretty like personal story to me with these characters, because it's like my relationship with the internet, as well as like everything that comes with, you know, posting your work online. Hello, Coffee. How the hell did you get that username? Oh, you can like change your name on YouTube, can't you? I keep forgetting that's a thing, that you can just like have a nickname or something. Great username. We had someone named Egg in the chat last night, and I thought that was a great username. Okay, I like this. I like I like this feeling of them kind of be tugged up by the arm. This is gonna annoy me though, having having their head kind of visible. Like a personal reflection. Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, yeah, like the characters are literally mirrors of each other. And I could go into a whole spiel about their character design, but I will spare you guys. But yeah, it's Kittick is basically like Kit with jester hair and like the little blush here kind of translates into the freckles here. And everything like that. So it was really fun to play around with their designs and kind of like making them mirror each other, and also making like Kit's very boring, very plain, and easy to forget, while Kittick is kind of the one that people's eyes are on, which I definitely want. So it was really fun to play around with. Oh yeah, display names exist. Okay, nice. Alright, so yeah, their arm kind of gets pulled up first, and then we're gonna go up here. Did I not move their head? I could have swore I moved their head up here. We're just gonna delete that, it's just their ear that's visible. Speaking of mirrors, my OCs are also reflections of each other. My whole OC universe is about motif of mirror reflections. Oh, that's fun. That's really fun to play this. Can't stay long and just wanted to say you've been an inspiration for so long and really motivated me to try and animate. Oh my god. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god. Man. That's so kind. That's so kind. It's like, man, I don't know how to respond to stuff like that, because it's just like so sweet. Maybe like a sugar tooth or something, or a cavity, that's the right term for it. It's so nice. That was kind of how I was with Fool, like with the comments. I was, oh my god, the ball is big! Hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could hop in and everything. Thank you guys. Yeah, like, I was saying this last stream, but I feel like every comment on Fool has probably been read by me at least twice. And it's the coolest thing. Also, fun fact, guys, my parents do read the comments because they're very proud of me. And my dad has, like, screenshotted several and sent them over to me. He's like, have you seen this one yet? And I'm like, I have. So, just be on your best behavior. I have deleted a few comments because they were a little much, but majority, 99% of the comments have like been so kind. And again, I was saying this last stream, but like it's crazy to see people like, you know, taking a magnifying glass to my work. It's crazy. Just having people actually like pay attention and really try and dig into what's happening, and that's, I think, like the highest praise I've ever gotten. So it's very cool. Something I'm definitely getting used to. Or trying to. Okay, I'm liking this. It looks a little weird. Let me zoom out and kind of see why. I think they kind of shrink. Maybe if I... Like, am I crazy thinking that they shrink? It feels like they shrink. That's why it's always good to kind of like zoom out or flip the canvas. One thing that one of my art teachers said was to flip the canvas upside down, which it doesn't really matter for this one because you can't really see their face, but that has actually helped me so much in like proportions. Was like flipping it upside down when it's like a full body shot kind of thing. Okay, maybe it's also like their arm goes up a little bit. Containing my OC rambles, yeah. I know, my friends have definitely heard everything about like what I want to do with these characters, because I'm insane about them. I love them dearly, so I'm really excited to like actually see their story come together. Because like Fool was really tough to animate, and I think all the all the other like videos are gonna be tough to animate, but that's what makes it really fun, because a lot of these are also just like learning experiences for me. And it's tough because I have like so many of the projects lined up that it's kind of like, which one do I start on first, you know? Like when I was working on Fool during the last stages of it, I was also storyboarding the last, like the second to last video in the series, because I was just like so excited for that one, and I was kind of like, well, I have to do Fool first because it's not gonna make sense, and it's not gonna hit those story beats right if I just release that one first. Yeah, I love being insane about my OCs. Gotta be one of my top 10 favorite activities. Okay, I'm liking this. I think maybe they're a little too high up. And they just the remnants of their face coming into frame. Oh, I was on the wrong layer. Okay, there we go. Do you have any writing experience? Because like I love making my OCs and making stories, and I overthink if my writing is even okay enough. Yeah, I run into the same thing. I like writing, I just am really bad at it. Like with sentence structure, at least, like making a sentence really sound nice and like pleasing. Oh, I love this song. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, like, I do outlines and stuff when I make a story. Like, I have a whole outline, like a massive Google Doc for these two. But why am I drawing their hair up there? It's not even visible. Okay. Yeah, I have like a massive, like, doc for their story and everything. But if I tried writing an actual scene, it would not be pretty. I'm just not built like that. Okay, I think I'm like messing up. I'm drawing on all different layers right now. Like, yeah. This has half the body on this layer. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. I'm enjoying this. I think they have to have like a clear exit just to make the transition into this shot a bit nicer. But yeah, like it's gonna go this shot. Like they pull them up. And then this is very, very quick insert shot. And then this is the next one we're animating today, which I'm nervous for, but excited for. It's gonna be a bit of a tough one. Yeah, I'm excited to be animating again. Actually, like, having time to animate and put energy into it. I've missed it, like, so much. I'm just gonna merge these layers because it's gonna give me so much grief if they're on different layers. Okay. Gotta head out, but it was fun bumping into you. Yeah, thank you for joining. I'll just be chilling. Okay, it's also a question if the timing's okay. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think maybe they stay on frame 1 a little too long. Okay, I also think like bending their head backwards a bit more is gonna do wonders for the feeling of weight. Yeah, like rough timeline for this. I would really like to have it done next month. Like just because I really want to get to the next video because I'm really excited for it. But we'll see. It's also it's gonna be the same thing as Fool, where, you know, I wasn't necessarily being like, I want to get this done by this date, and if I don't, then I'm a failure. It was more so like, I'm gonna finish this whenever I can, you know, whenever I have time to, because I didn't want to like stress myself out. Because I did that with Gloom and having a deadline, and it was not good for my mental health. Can kind of play with current AMV. Need a new project. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's good to, like, take a break from it and then, like, come back to it, you know? That's what I did with Fool, and it really helped. Okay, we're gonna have one more frame. I'm making this, like, super rough because... So their arm's gonna kind of, like, hang there. And they're being pulled up by their chest, so I really want to emphasize that. It's gonna be such a rough frame. Maybe like their lower body kind of drags as well. And just see like their hair. Maybe bring their arm up a little bit more. This is the hard part about like rough animation, is like trying to, it's a lot of trial and error, you know, figuring out what works and what doesn't. I was having such an awful time with the shot last night. Just like, I did one thing at some point and I played it back and I was like, oh, I hate this. I was like, this is disgusting. And it was just like something simple like timing. Okay, I feel like the spacing's a bit too uniform here. So I'm gonna bring them up like a ton, like they're almost gonna be out of frame. And yeah, I think having their what is it, lower body kind of like drag back as well is gonna help. Welcome back from the murky depths of your basement. I hope you had a good time, I guess. Also, I think Kittians is new. Okay, I'm also gonna rotate them. Oh, rotate them. Again, it's just an insert shot, so I don't really have to, like, I don't want to pour too much grief over it. But I'm gonna clean up this frame a little bit. And this part's not going to be in the shot, but it's fine. I'll draw it anyways, just so I kind of have that, like, sense of form. Now, this song is a classic. I have a playlist for these characters, like, for whenever I'm working on them, and this one was, like, one of the first ones I added. Silly clown music. Okay, I'm not hating that, but I feel like it's a little too low. Oh. Well, welcome to the stream? Question mark? Or welcome back? Okay. I think maybe their lower body needs to drag just a bit more. Super rough frame. This is so difficult. Why did I become an animator? Okay. I don't hate it. then maybe literally just have, they're not in the shot anymore. It's tough because, like, I don't know how fluid I want this video to be. It's also tough because I don't know if I want them to fully leave the screen here and then bam, they're on the screen again. That could kind of, I don't know. Might be weird. I'll see. It's tough because I can't, like, compile it all in After Effects while I'm streaming because I cannot play the audio for this song without being copyright struck and murdered by Columbia Records. So I'm just gonna have to see if it works afterwards, which is fine. Okay, I don't know if I want to add an in-between, because if I add too many in-betweens here, the motion's gonna look like too fluid, and then it's gonna look slow. Okay, we'll just go on to this one. I'm gonna start with some, like, really rough drawings, literally just of their head, because that's, like, the most important part of this shot. This is giving me being puppy cat vibes right now. Hello, Champazoid. CG5 song. I don't know how backed up the screen is, or the stream is, so the one that's currently playing is called Tadpole's Lullaby. And it's a vibe. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna look really goofy for right now, but don't worry about it. So how, I don't know which direction their hair is gonna be flying around in. Well, here's wee, yeah, pretty much. I think maybe if we have the hair going like this at first. They're gonna look a little bald, but that's okay. Everybody ridiculed them, they're bald. Alright, just really rough frame. Really dumb looking rough frame. Yeah, stream might be pretty backed up. It probably is. Let's see. I can probably, Again, I don't know how YouTube's streaming system works yet. I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so I'm gonna have them do like a really big arc here. And then they kind of stumble. They whoop. And then their head's like really... They look so dirty right now. This frame looks really stupid, but it's okay because it's only gonna be visible for like 20, like, I don't know, 2 frames. Yeah. I know, I guess YouTube's pretty behind in that aspect. I think that needs to be back just a bit more. Then we're gonna have one more frame between here. Screen looks like a mess right now. Like several drawings on top of each other. It's so tough drawing their hair short. Hello, Mental Flower! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could make it. I'm just chilling. Okay. It's silly looking. It's really silly looking. I think their head's too big here. I mean, I guess like their chin mostly, but we'll figure out the specifics soon. Now I can get to actual storyboard frames that I've drawn before. Should be a bit nicer, a bit easier. This music video is really fun, but it's really hard. It was really hard to board and kind of time out because it's short. It's just a minute, and I have to get a lot of information out there in a minute because it's pretty important. The whole point of this one is to add a bit more context to Fool without giving too much away in my explanation of it, but it's supposed to kind of help. Notice I missed last stream by YouTube shoving the VOD in my face a day later. If I didn't see the tweet just now, I would have missed this one too. Yeah, I know, it's tough. It's like I hate posting like on multiple platforms like, hey, I'm live now, but I feel like it's the only way because YouTube isn't really good at advertising it. Which, that's fine by me. If I have a small stream, that's what I want. I don't want like some mega stream where I'm streaming to a lot of people, because that's nerve-wracking. But last night's stream was really fun. Haven't streamed on YouTube before, only Twitch. And it was kind of a last minute thing, so it was very much just kind of put together last second. But fun. Really fun. So I'm doing it again today. Because I'm gonna be not super busy over the next few weeks while I'm waiting to start a new job. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna work on stuff, I might as well stream it like I did with Fool last year. I really like this frame. Last minute streams are always the fun ones. Exactly. Small crowd is manageable. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how some people do it where they're streaming to like thousands of people, and I just like, I cannot fathom that. Like, I mean, yesterday even felt like a lot, having people like actively talking in chat for the whole time. That was, even that felt like, oh my god, this is crazy. on Twitch, you're basically just having a conversation with yourself, you know? I think their hair kind of moves a bit too much. One thing I like about their design is that their part always lines up with the end of their eyebrows. That's a good reference point. Big fan of this frame. It's a silly frame. Man, I'm looking over on the side and my stream is backed up. Alright, so I want their hair to come down last. Again, they're gonna look like they have a wig on for a second, but that's okay. Hot bald. I can't say that, my brother's bald. That's mean to every bald person in this world. Let's see how that looks. A little awkward. I think their face rotates too much because their eye goes from like here to here. So it's just a matter of moving them over a little bit. Maybe hiding that ear. I don't think that ear is visible. Same here. This frame is so silly. Oh my god. Whoop. I mean, timing's off right now, but that's okay. This needs to be like a lot faster. Like swinging into motion. Maybe like hold it. Hold it on this one a bit longer and then I don't want to worry too much about timing right now, but yeah, that should not be an ease in. Okay, their hair is also bugging me a bit. Get your hair in order. Yeah, I think having their hair do like some kind of weird reverse curve is gonna look nice. Also being a bit more to the side. Lots of trial and error with this shot because it's a weird move. Weird move. How is Clipshow Paint faring for animation? It's good. It's the only 2D program I've used like long term, so I can't like compare it to other ones. I'm about to learn Toon Boom, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how I enjoy that, but I like Clipshow Paint. I think mostly it's nice because it's like also what I use to draw, and so I'm just used to it. And I like the brushes in it. I think also their hair needs to come down a bit more. But animation's nice. They have all the really good like bells and whistles for setting up your shots. One thing I'd say is pretty missed is the keyframe aspect of like enabling keyframes. It's just really weird to work with and I don't really like working with it. I had to do it for this shot because Kit moves over, like the camera pans, and so I was like, I don't want to like move the individual frames, so I just made keyframes. But yeah, like as soon as you want to draw on it, like you notice I can't draw on this layer anymore because keyframes are enabled. So you either have to do edit layers with active keyframes and then you can draw on them, but then they kind of lose that motion. It also lags it out. Like you see, this is so laggy. Like I'm moving my cursor right now and it's just not even following. So that part's pretty annoying. So I try not to use keyframes that much. Because it is annoying. I remember using it years back, when you weren't even able to add music. Yeah, I know. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, you can add audio now. Unfortunately, you can't hear it in the playback, you know? Like, it won't... If you're scrubbing through, you can't hear it, but you can hear it if you play. Mine's muted right now, because copyright, but, yeah. I don't know. I was, like, so spoiled with 3D animation softwares, because you, like, scroll through the timeline, and it, like, plays the audio as you're scrolling through it, and it's amazing for lip sync. And this one, it's hard. It also, like, I was having this issue last night where sometimes it'll just, like, skip a frame when it's doing playback. So that makes it a little annoying. So it definitely has its shortcomings, but I do enjoy it a lot. It's the only one I use, so, you know, I might, you know, whenever I switch over to Toon Boom for this project that I'm doing, then maybe I'll be like, oh my god, this is what I was missing, and then swear by Toon Boom from then on, but it's fine. I enjoy Clip Studio Paint. I'm used to it. I feel like you're gonna love Toon Boom. Yeah, probably. I touched Toon Boom once in college, and it was because my animation professor for my capstone class, like my last quarter at SCAD, she was like really trying to get me into 2D animation. I was like, I don't want to do 2D animation. Like, she'd probably be laughing at me now if she saw that that's all I do now, but she was really trying to make me do like coloring on someone's film through Toon Boom, and I touched it once and I said, this is a lot, and then I never touched it again. So software is very demanding when you first open it, but once you learn it, it's great. Yeah, I need to just really like dig into some tutorials. I think that'll help me a lot. Okay, their eyes are a little too watching Kit's head shake back and forth is funny to me. Yeah. That's like my favorite part about animating is you can make the movements look so silly and then just go back and forth on them. They're headbanging, guys. They're headbanging. What song are they listening to? Oh, certainly not Full Metal Alchemist. This happened yesterday, and I said I'd take the Full Metal Alchemist songs out the playlist, and I did not. Alright, well, it's gonna be a really dramatic, minute and a half of animation. If you ever need help with Toon Boom, you can also hit me up. Yes, definitely. If I have any questions, you will hear from me on Discord for sure. I want them to have kind of like a squarish mouth here, but it's gonna be a bit higher up because I drew their mouth like way too low there. The only part of the software I haven't touched are rigs. Oh yeah, yeah, rigs are from what I saw from like my post-production class in college, like they have an ugly stage, and then they look really gorgeous after that. At least most of the rigging I did dabble in it vaguely. Yeah. I wanted to do rigging for 3D really bad, and it was actually like my last class at SCAD. I had like one left over. Yeah, I have some of the soundtrack songs in here because I love it so much. But yeah, like my very last class at SCAD for the summer, because I had like one credit left over before I graduated, was a 3D rigging class, and it actually nearly killed me. It was awful. I love rigging. I love 3D animation, but I was like so burnt out from college at that point that I literally have not touched 3D animation since graduating SCAD because they burnt me out like so bad. And so that's when I was like, I'm gonna try 2D animation. Be a little different. So yeah, that was the end of rigging, at least for 3D, but I've not tried it for 2D animation. But one of my friends from SCAD, her film was all 2D rigged, and it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But like I saw her film through, I was in her production class and post-production class, so I saw it through like the rough stages at the beginning, and it's rough at first. Okay, I don't like how their hair is drawn in this shot. I love this song. I almost did a video for this song. And then, I didn't. It's like the story of my life for this series. I was gonna make a video for this song, and then I didn't. Would you recommend going to SCAD for animation? That's a tough one. I don't want to speak ill on my, you know, place where I got my degree, but, you know, they got some flaws. I feel like I learned a bit. I learned a good amount, but also, like, it depends how you use it. So, I mean, SCAD can really work for you if you talk with your, like, career counselor throughout. And if you also, like, try and really be proactive and stuff. But at least the campus I went to and the professors that I had for certain quarters definitely, like, almost prided themselves on getting you burnt out, which I just didn't really like that culture of. And then I know that the main campus in Savannah has a lot of, like, I wouldn't say, like, drama, I just, I would more so say, like, the professors, I've not heard good things, at least when it comes to, like, the capstone classes. Like, they restrict you a lot, so, but I mean, I found, like, my best friends at that college. I'm a viewer of you now, so you can't get rid of me. Okay. Welcome back, 8-bit axolotl. I always trip up on your name. I don't know, it's like some weird tongue twister for me. But yeah, like, I found my best friends at the college, and I did learn, like, a ton. It's just I wasn't in the right degree program, so that's kind of on me. But, you know, it depends how you use the college. Like, any college is gonna have a lot of flaws. And there's gonna be professors, you know, you don't really vibe with, that you don't like. But it's also really expensive, so I wouldn't recommend going there for, like, core classes. Yeah, 4 to 10, I'd guess. Maybe 6 out of 10. I'd bump it up. I don't want to give it 40%. I feel like that's a little too mean. But, yeah, I mean, I went to community college my first year to save money, and that definitely helped me a lot. So I always recommend that to whenever people ask me about college. Because I get a lot of high school people asking about that. And I just always recommend trying out community college for the first year. It saved a lot of money. Especially if you're going to art school, because art school is not cheap and you will be rolling in debt. Okay, I think their head rotates a little weird here. Like, I think this ear needs to go. Goodbye, ear. I think colleges in general are hard. Yeah. They're hard to give a rating to, yeah. Yeah, because, like, I mean, I know for a fact that my experience as SCAD was, like, very different from other people's experiences. And their experiences are different from other people's as well, because there's a ton of different majors, there's a ton of different professors, and there's a ton of different focuses. So, you know, in my aspect of I found all of my best friends there, that could be completely different for someone else, where they're like, I felt like I had no social life there. But I mean, I definitely got lucky with my friend group, because I met them the first week, and it was through mutual suffering. at a workout class where it was only like 4 of us in the class, and we were all having a terrible time. And so we all bonded through mutual suffering, and now I live with one of them. So I'd say thank you, mutual suffering, for showing me to my friends. Yeah. My situation's a little different because I'm sort of high school equivalent school, but it's also professional driven. Oh, okay. Yikes, yeah, they just kind of like smush college and high school together. Eesh. They had classes like that where I went to school in high school, like where you could get the college credit and like you go to the college, like the community college campus. But yeah, that's rough if that's just like how your school is actively doing things. Nothing bonds a group more than mutual suffering. Exactly. Tell them chat said hi. Okay. I'll go ahead and text my housemates and tell them. That's why I also try and say join clubs, even if you really don't want to. Even if it's just a stupid workout class, which kills you dead. That can definitely help with meeting people. I don't know what to translate to because we literally call it profession. Oh. Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, so it's not, I guess it might not be like exactly a degree, but it's like, I think it's interesting. Majors and college stuff. I took 3D animation and game design. I learned quickly. I wasn't cut out for it. Yeah. I know, yeah. 3D animation is fun, and if I got a job in the industry, I would definitely like not mind being a 3D animator, but I just think it's harder. It's tough. It's tough to kind of emulate that 2D style in 3D and like have that nice silhouette with 3D characters. Hello, Phantom Snickerdoodle. Your name is so hard to read on my screen. I miss 3D animation from time to time, but again, SCAD just like burnt me out from it so bad that like even opening, well, I don't have access to Maya anymore, like Autodesk Maya, which is like the primary 3D program I've used. I don't have access to it anymore because I'm not in college. So I just I don't think I could pick it up again though anytime soon, which kind of sucks because that's what I've been gunning for since high school, was doing 3D animation, and then really just figured out the hard way that it wasn't for me. I tried doing like a small 3D animation back in like beginning of last year, like last January, because I was like, I really, I need to build up my portfolio. Because I was still applying jobs back then after college, and I like opened up Maya and then couldn't do it. Man, I'm trying to read the chat, sorry. If I stayed in my high school with the majors, I would have graduated with a certificate in game design 3D animation. Oh, yeah. Jeez, yeah, that's really tough. I know, it's hard, like, doing all that, and sorry, I'm still trying to read chat. I did learn quite a few things in my tech college, but it's all thanks to only one teacher out of like 5, 3 of which have never touched graphic design. Yeah, my whole last quarter at SCAD, we only have 3 classes per quarter, which is nice, but it's like 10 weeks long. But I had the same professor probably for, I'd say, 7 out of the 9 classes that I did my final year, which was really good because at the end of the year, like, he knew me and he knew what I needed to work on. But they were very understaffed, and then like, you know, you get a different teacher and it just doesn't really, they don't like click with you, you know? Do you have any tips for animation, specifically coloring? I hate coloring animation so much. Closing your lines. Definitely closing your lines so you can just use the fill bucket tool. I mean, yeah, most of my stuff is in black and white, but with Gloom, I think the biggest thing that made me kick myself was just not closing my lines for the line art, and it made things like 10 times more difficult for me. Just keep it simple as well with the colors and designs. Of watching animation streams so much. Thank you! Thank you! Yeah, I feel like I am the good amount of rated. I feel like this is a good amount of rated. Not under. Maybe a little over. I feel like I want to stay here. I want to stay in this spot. That's like the top comments on 2 of my animations are like, you're so underrated, but like I feel like, I mean even now, but especially when I first came out with those videos, I was like, this is the most I ever want from like people seeing my stuff. Like this is exactly where I want to be. I don't, you know, I feel rated, not, you know, I don't feel underrated. I feel just rated. Like I'm in a good spot and that's where I want to stay. Okay, I have stopped paying attention to this animation, sorry. Their face changes. Their like whole head changes here. Okay, hold on. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna take away that frame for a second and try and do a bit better job at that, because it looked weird. Looked like, I don't know, it just looked weird. Their face just changed. So we're gonna do what we do best, and we're just gonna move stuff around to keep them on model. Matt Maltese on my playlist. I keep forgetting that he's on here. I think he's copyrighted, but I'm gonna just talk through this song so YouTube doesn't kill me, because I love this song infinitely. Let's see, sorry, I have not looked at chat in a hot second. I'm gonna show you to everyone so you get too popular. Please don't do that. Fool was already a little too much for me. That was too much attention. Is this them in the 8-ball? Well, it's them. It's them for sure. I don't want to give too much away for the plot of this music video. Mostly because I'm kind of like, I want to see if people can kind of parse together like where this is in the timeline once it releases. Because I was really worried when I started this music video that it was not going to make sense what's going on here and kind of where it is in relation to Fool. But out of the people that I sent it to, out of my control group, everyone guessed it right. So I'm hoping... Yeah, everything is a spoiler. Yeah, exactly. I can tell you the song name. It's The Handshake by MGMT. I can tell you guys that much. Okay, so they need to be down here. I honestly don't understand your OC lore at all, but it makes me happy seeing your stuff. Thank you. Thank you. That just means you're committed. You're committed to the craft. I don't know what's going on, but I'm happy to be here. And we need people like you. I remember there's a comment on Fool that I have screenshotted, because it was my favorite thing. It was a series of 2 comments. The first one was literally just I don't get it. Like I don't get it. And then the second one was like I haven't watched a single second of this yet, but you're right, I am a fool. And it was like, these are like two opposite ends of the understanding, you know. I don't know how to describe it. I just thought it was so funny. They were like right next to each other too. I was like, you know, this guy gets it. He just has blind comprehension, you know. I'm trying to read the chat, sorry. I don't know what's happening because I don't know, like, how far back my stream is. Plot twist, there is no lore. That would be so funny. If I just add all these red herrings into Fool and they just have absolutely no meaning behind them. Nah, there's meaning behind everything. I was talking about this on last night's stream, and I'll probably say it again next time too, but I feel like with Fool, the things that I wanted people to point out and kind of understand got pointed out and understood. And the things that I didn't want people to really understand quite yet were not understood quite yet. So I feel like it did a good job. There was like a good balance. Which I was very happy about because I was looking at my backgrounds from Fool and I was like, dude, none of this is gonna make any sense to like anyone. Like, but then people really like, you know, took a magnifying glass to it. And people got pretty close in the comments to figuring it out, which I'm really happy about. But there's just some things that people have not figured out yet, which is good. I think it was the perfect balance. Okay, I think I enjoy that. Let's see. It's really awkward. I want to use Blender, but I don't understand it. Oh, yeah, Blender is tough. I modeled a version of Kit's room, you know, the room in caps. I modeled that in Blender as like a test run, and God, coming from that program from Autodesk Maya is just like brutal. It's brutal. Like, all of the controls are different. The way you move around the camera is different. I wanted to die a little bit. I was like, I'm not built for this. Okay, let's see how that looks. Their head's just rotating weird, and I don't know why, because it doesn't... okay, hold on. I think maybe I need to move their face, like, over a little bit more here. And this is the fun part about rough animation, is just constant trial and error. And maybe bringing their hair. Phew, this is tough. Okay. Have you ever tried Fusion 360? Oh my god. You just brought up like freshman year trauma. Mentioning Fusion 360. Oh my god. I had to use that for my 3D design class. Oh, bye Champazoid. Or not. Yeah, Champazoid. You're the one saying bye. Good luck on your project. Yeah, that thing killed me. We'd like make a model and it was awful and I hated every second of it. And then we had to 3D print that model, like a mold of it, and then we had to cast it in bronze I did not finish that project. Yeah, Clipsio Paint is something I'd recommend, or it's something I used to recommend, but then they moved on to the subscription model, and I don't recommend it anymore. I'm very much against them doing subscriptions. It's really annoying. I think being forced to use Fusion 360 for 3D design should be considered torture. Yeah, somewhere on the war crimes list, that's on it. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop agonizing over this frame. I can't. I need to keep agonizing over it because it looks weird. It doesn't look right. Just the way that their head's facing. I don't know. What if I turn it upside down? Is that gonna help me? Somehow it looks better upside down. I think maybe their face needs to come up a bit more, and that's why it's looking weird. Because their face just wasn't rotating enough. Also, I'm just now noticing one of their eyes is, like, higher than the other one. When it shouldn't be. Okay. How long has it been since your character ate food? That's a good question. Let's see. I'd say 8 months. Probably. If I had to take a guess. You don't need to eat food in the room. Okay, also I think bringing their face up here is gonna do wonders. Okay. But then they look so different from the storyboard, and I love how they look in the storyboard. Alright, hold on. Let me look at this a bit more. This is messing me up, man. Let bro eat. They don't need to. All they need to do is keep animating. That's all they have to worry about. Kit over that image of Germa eating a burger. Yeah, pretty much. They probably dream of food. Probably makes it worse, though. Why does Microsoft Teams keep opening? Oh, I hate Microsoft Teams. It opens like every time I start my computer. And there's no way to stop it either. Like, I have tried, I have uninstalled it. And it has come back with a vengeance. It's like, oh, you wanted to uninstall me? Well, now I'm gonna start up every time, but I'm also gonna take 5 years to actually close. It's crazy. Okay, you know what? We're gonna stop worrying about this frame, and we're just gonna go on to this one. Sometimes you've been looking at a frame too long. I really started drawing their ears like headphones lately, and I need to stop because it doesn't work with the character sheet. I need to stay consistent on at least a few things, ears included. This shot's gonna be a little tough because I drew them kind of simplified here. They look really flat. kind of screwed myself by like not drawing them with that bottom eyelid in the storyboard. Because they look so good without the bottom eyelid, but the bottom eyelid is so necessary. It's part of their design. This is the face of a person who's just now realizing they will not be eating for 8 months. Live reaction. Live kit reaction. How do you adjust it by pixels on Clip Studio? Is it like the arrow keys? Yeah, it's just, I just use the arrow keys from my keyboard. And if you see me doing like this and undoing, I have a button on my tablet for that. Yeah, there's just a lot of, moving it like this with my arrow keys. It really makes it really nice for small movements. God, I just know I'm gonna swap to the frame before this and they're gonna look completely different. They're gonna look like a different person and it's gonna piss me off, but I'm not worrying about it right now because I'm drawing their hair and it's fun. His honest reaction, yeah. I'll literally pay for their meal. At least a morsel. Oh my god. They can munch on the particles in the 8-ball, yeah. They'll just, they'll go into the void and there's gotta be food out there somewhere, right? I'm excited to show them in the 8-ball. Can't talk about it much because spoilers, but I'm really excited. The music video after this one is gonna be fun to work on, kind of. I'm not like super excited for it, but it's pretty necessary, so I feel like I have to animate it because it'll explain a few things. But then the one after that is the one that I've been waiting for since I started Fool, and I'm really excited for it, but that's gonna be like so long from now. DoorDash some food into their 8-ball. Yeah, the address for the 8-ball is let's see. What would the address be? Street name would probably be Nowhere? The Void? I'll just I'll take the house name from Gloom. Whatever that street address is. That's what the street address is. You plan your YouTube videos out? Oh yeah. I have this whole series planned out already. And hopefully no new banger songs come out that make me change things because I like feel the need to animate to them. But right now, yes, everything is planned out. Because I feel like I needed to plan it out in order to really get some things right. Oh, we're back on Full Metal Alchemist. It's back. We're playing a battle. Hold on. Battle Scherzo. Scherzo. Scherzo? I don't know. It's the one where Mustang comes back and kills Lust. That's all I know it from. AKA one of the best scenes in the series. Other than any scene that Riza Hawkeye is in, obviously. 8411 8-Ball Street. Yeah. I'm gonna have an amazing animatic portfolio. Thank you. I love Full Metal Alchemist. I do too. I was gushing about it last stream. Talking about, basically it was just me talking about how much I love Riza Hawkeye. I have to kill Mustang, I fear. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, I really just drew like their entire body. I really did not mean to do that. This whole folder is just supposed to be their head. Okay, we're gonna fix that. We'll just cut that out. It was never there. Man, you guys are complicit too. Not a single soul called me out and said, "Hey, you're drawing the body on the head frame." Okay. Cause what's so charming about this movement here? Oh, it looks like they're dancing to the song. Hold on, that kind of slaps. Okay, I'm getting to the delirious part of the stream. I have to have been streaming for over an hour now. Yeah, hour and 26. That sounds about right. Okay. I draw all my lines on the same layer. As a case, my animations are not detailed at all. Yeah, I started separating the rough animation into different layers when I was working on Mary. Because it really helped me like figure out the head's movement, but some shots it's all on the same layer. Like this one was just one layer. Shot was really fun. Phew, they're going really fast here. I think that's too fast, but I'll fix it later. I'm focusing on this garbage fire now. They hitting the floss for real. It's just this frame. It's just this frame. It pisses me off and I don't know why. I ran into the same thing yesterday with shot 4 with the hands, where there was just a frame that really pissed me off. Okay, I'm just drawing over this frame. There's so much charm in this one for no reason. Like, I don't know what makes it so charming to me. Just like the shift in weight here with their shoulders. Man. He needs to have as little layers as possible, otherwise I'll cry and throw up everywhere. Yeah. What shot was it? There was one shot, in Fool that absolutely killed me. Oh, you know what? I can actually show... You wanna see dying inside? I'll show you what it looks like. Where is this? This was my animation for Watching Birds, the Stornoway song. It's gonna take a second to load because it's a big file. Talk about wanting to die at the end of animation. This is prime example of it. If I'm remembering correct. Oh my god! That's not even the full of it. Like, this is just like the animation. I also have a whole background folder, and even those have different folders in them of different animations. This was the most disgusting looking project ever. Oh my god. Just absolute. Hold on. If I bring this timeline up entirely, it doesn't even... It's still going. It's just painful. It's painful. By the end of it, I was like, I could barely move in this program. And I will never do that to myself again. I say that, but I probably will if I have to do anything that has color in it. I wish I could post GIFs on YouTube because I have a really good one in reaction to this. Is it just pure horror and shock? 'Cause me too. Me too. Okay. Sorry guys, we're back onto your regularly scheduled programming. Sorry guys, didn't mean to show my OCs on an animation stream. That's fucked up of me. I'm saying that as I'm literally drawing my OCs. Okay, we already redrew this frame and I didn't like it, but I'm doing it again because what am I aside from insane? Maybe I'll just draw it better this time and it'll magically look good. We're just gonna do something rough because, oh, someone is driving their car outside. That probably showed up on stream. Sorry. You know how it is. Car sounds. We get a lot of helicopters that fly overhead, and so there's probably gonna be a few helicopters in some streams. But fun fact, the sound at the beginning of Fool, like the white noise, was me recording a helicopter going over, and then just kind of changing the audio a little bit, and that's where that came from. So I was like sitting on the couch and I was like, man, this helicopter is like so loud, and it's been going on for like 10 minutes now. And then I was like, I'll just do an audio of it. It was like right when I was going into post-production of Fool, and I was like, I feel like I need a sound for the beginning. Just some kind of room tone. And I was like, ah, that's it. That's the room tone. I found it. I'm gonna draw it again and maybe it'll look good this time as my favorite animation at Tactic. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I had fun with the sound design. Man. Yeah, it's still not looking good. Shocker, am I right? I said let's redraw the frame that didn't look good before and see if it looks good now, and it doesn't look good. It's fine. It's fine. There's like a point in animation where you've been looking at a shot like way too long and you just need a break from it. So I might move to an easier shot. I do like this. I like this this frame here. But it's silly because I need to rotate their head here somehow and make it look natural. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to try and see if there's a easier shot for me to work on. I know there's an easier shot for me to work on. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay. We're doing another Kittick shot. I feel like I've been drawing Kit for too long. Hi Omix, or Omeeks. What pen do you use for final line art? Just the one I'm using now, Design Pencil. I use it for sketches and line art. I use it for like everything, pretty much. It's my favorite, because it has just enough texture on there to be like my kind of brush. And I think it has some like custom settings on it. So if you want to really take a deep dive, oh, the window won't come up. If you want to take a really deep dive, you can squint. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll post on Twitter or something if people are like interested to see the brush. But I think this one comes with Clip Studio Paint. I think it comes with Clip Studio Paint. I'm not entirely sure. But I think it does. Okay. We ended off last stream with Kittick's eye, and now we're gonna be doing it with Kittick's mouth. That sounded not great. Don't let any of the weird commenters on Fool hear that one. They'll take it and run with it. By the way, any comments that are being weird about my characters, yeah, they got deleted off Fool. I'm not afraid to delete comments if you're being weird. I get it. The internet sees a silly little jester. And they see, you know, smug jester. I get it, but you keep that in your private spaces. In your little Discord chats with other people. Not on my comments. I think only character I can allow people to be weird about is the TV character. I don't care about him. Do you guys want to name drop on the TV head character? Because he does have a name. it kind of gives him away, but like what he represents, but maybe I can just say his first name. I think some people feel too comfortable publicly commenting weird shit on people's work. Yeah! Yeah. Yeah, they do. There were some really unhinged ones on Fool. Okay, I'll reveal his first name. His first name is Al. And he has a middle initial, and he has a last name. I played around with his pronouns being like it for a while, because he's not really, I don't know, he just goes by he, him, I guess. Anything. It's kind of like the Kittick situation, it's like, call him whatever you want. I don't care. But Kit is they them, because they is me. But Kittick and Al, they're whatever, I don't care. They're representations of things. Albert. No, it's just Al. Legal first name Al. And their middle initial is G. And their last name is what this song has got going for it right now. I'm gonna liquefy this a bit. I know their chin's not gonna be showing in the shot, but it's gonna bug me. Okay. I really like Al's character because he just shows up and then just gets the shit beat out of him. Not even 5 seconds after his introduction. Not even a second. Al G. Uh-oh. I think the song hint gave away too much. Kit is so cute. Oh my god, thank you. They're very relatable. Yeah. It's because they're me. I'm just very cute and relatable. We got lore. That's what the streams are all about, man. You stay here for long enough, for an hour and 40 minutes, you get some lore. It's the algorithm. Something like that. A name can just be a name. But yeah, their character is really fun. They were a very, last minute design. They're not really important to the story. It's just kind of what they represent. So they're not. That's what... Algebra. That would be a good one too. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Getting lore. Yeah, I mean, I feel safe, like, revealing that much at least, because they're not, like, I gotta be honest, they're not really integral to the story. Oh, sorry for your, Google Home. A name can just be a name. Trying to cover up the lore. No, their name is Algorithm. I'll give that much away. It has some great bruh. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's actually Algebra. My favorite character. Algebra. Love him. Yeah, but he's not, like, so much important to the story to where it's, like, figuring out what he represents is gonna spoil anything. Plus, if I do... I've been, like, toying with releasing an art book for Fool, and if I do, it's gonna have his name on there anyways, so it's like, what's your last name? Bruh. Wow. You should love math. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'd say that's canon. Loves math. But, I mean, he represents more than the algorithm. There's some other things, which those don't really come into play until the next music video, I think. And he's the one where it's tough to kind of get the point of him across in the series, because it's a very vague representation, because it's not just the algorithm. Lore. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing an art book and then just like putting it on my Ko-fi as like a PDF thing. Probably for like $3. $1 to $3. Like everything on my Ko-fi is free, so I feel weird like giving it a price. But if I take the time to make an art book, then it'll probably have like a slight price to it. 2 cents. Because yeah, I had a lot of fun with like the pre-production of Fool, and I kind of wanted to share that with like the rough storyboard. Where'd you get the style of the eyes or inspiration? That's a good question. I can't think of any like character designs that inspired it. I mean, I jesters and like clowns, you know, they have that little triangle thing. I saw it was pretty cool. You're back. You missed lore. Sorry. I had a massive lore drop and you missed it. It's crazy. I actually revealed the ending to the series and you missed it. But yeah, and then I think just the white thing in there was like a cool thing. I messed around with these designs for a while. Like I had, like Kit was designed first, obviously, because they're me, and that was easy. And then I was like, I want to make a jester version of them. And then I did that, and I was like, this is cringy. And I closed it. And then, like, 2 months later, I was like, I want to go back to that character. Yeah, I revealed there's a character named Algebra. It's crazy. He represents Kittick's secret love for math. Okay, I think this shot's good. It's so easy, like it's very small movements. Maybe I'm not happy with it. Hold on. There's like, I think their mouth moves a bit weird. Moves up too much. That's better. I moved it like 2 pixels. Like, yep, that's good. Algebra. Yeah, Al literally does not have like a character sheet at all. He was just like, I'm gonna put this character in the door, and then they're gonna get their face smashed in by a baseball bat. And that was like his whole character in Fool. He'll come back. He'll be back. But for now he's just a little statement piece in the corner of the room by the closet. The mysterious closet. Yeah, go get food real quick. Okay. Get a good snack. I should take a sip of my water, actually. Water break. Stretch break. Oh my god, I muted my mic right as Matt Maltese came on. And he is definitely copyrighted. I need to be talking over this song, not muting for it. I want ref of all of them with color now. Are you gonna do art fight? I'll address those separately. They don't have color. Any color that they have is in the music video. That's it. Otherwise, they're just black and white. That is just how they are. I mean, like I have color drawings of me, and obviously I look like Kit because that's me. So if you really want Kit's like natural colors, then you can go to my Instagram or Twitter. But for this series, They're black and white. And then Art Fight, I didn't join it this year. I might join it next year, I don't know. It's stressful. I just don't have time on my hands. I say that as I'm animating an entire music video, but I don't know. It seems really fun. I was about to do it this year. My buddy Quill was trying to convince me a little bit, but it ended up not happening because I had to focus on finishing my 2 weeks at work after I put in my 2 weeks. So I didn't even have time for like animation at that point, or drawing. Art Fight just ended. Yeah, I know. It lasted a while. I thought it just lasted like a week or something, and it felt like it lasted the entirety of the Olympics. like the Olympics are more longer than the Olympics, actually. I didn't really watch the Olympics. My housemates did. They had it on the TV downstairs, like 24/7. Hadn't heard about Art Fight until it started this year. Yeah. Yeah, I know, it looks really fun, but it also just looks like a lot of work. Yeah, surprise, surprise. I come back to this frame and I don't like it. Can we move on to another easy shot of Kittick? This shot is just so easy, so fun, so simple. I really like this shot. I feel like that weight was distributed really well. The timing's a little off, but I'll fix that later. Also, this shot was really fun from last night. I was really frustrated with it. This one I did before I started streaming, just because I wanted to see how long it would take. It was really fun. Really, really loved their reach at the end. I think that was really fun to animate. Kind of like their shoulder going up with it. Just don't look at it. Yeah. Welcome back. I'm just going over the shots I've done so far. I don't want to, like, there's a specific, like, the last scene of this video is stuff that I will not be doing on stream because I don't want to give it away. How do you decide when to cut shots on the song? I'm a big fan of your animation. Thank you! So I'll do it, like, with the beat usually. Like, once the... what's it called? The measure? God, I have not looked at music in a really long time. But, like, usually they have, like, that tempo and everything in the song, and so I usually cut it at the start of a new measure. Spoilers! Yeah. Can't give away too much. Gotta have some kind of air of mystery to the series. But once again, I am a natural-born yapper, so it's tough not giving away stuff. But yeah, I mean, all of my editing for this is done in After Effects, so I do my initial storyboard first, where I have, here, I'll show actually the rough storyboard, because I think that's fine. Let's see. Oh, I'll show you guys, like, the really rough boards. Like, when they were not thumbnails, but almost there. But yeah, I'll do the rough boards first, you know. And I have them all, they're not even, like, timed out or anything, they're just here, you know. Ooh, very, very rough. Very rough. So yeah, I'll have, like, the rough storyboards, and then I export all these into a PNG sequence, which saves every single individual frame, and then I put that into After Effects, and I time it out there, and that's where I was running into a lot of issues with this music video, because the shots are really fast in this music video. Like, you're looking at this one, it's barely over a frame, barely over a second. This one's under 2 seconds, and, like, I'm having to get these motions in a quick sense while also making sure it works with the tempo for the music, because, you know, you can't have, like, a slow song and have a a shit ton of cuts, you know? So this one was really tough. So it was a lot of trial and error with this one in After Effects, like timing out the animatic. But once I have that down, then I'll write down like how many frames is in each shot, and then I'll make a shot file for it. And then, boom, music video. And that, my friends, is how music videos are made. Thank you for coming to my stream. I have shared my knowledge, now I must go. Okay, man, this shot's really frustrating. What if I just animate the body for now? That might also frustrate me, but we're gonna try it. I love and hate spoilers. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away just because, like, I feel like it's gonna be a lot more fun if there's some mystery to it. Blender just lagged while I was saving the project, and I had a heart attack. Oh my god. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, After Effects lags so much. I hate that it's the only, like, editing program that I really enjoy using, because I don't really like Adobe. This frame is so stupid looking! God. I've been having a harder time getting into it because all of it at once makes me scared. Yeah, it's tough. I don't think I'd be able to do a lot of this stuff if I didn't see, like, how people made their music videos, or not music videos, they're, like, capstone projects at SCAD, because, you know, like, they put all the animation majors into one class. So I saw, like, the 2D side of things and how that worked, and that really helped. Oh, they look so dumb here. This shot's gonna kill me. Sorry, my mind's going like a mile a minute. Yeah, maybe we don't worry about the body yet. Maybe we just, like, we just don't do that. Maybe we move on to another shot. Move on to something easier. Oh, this one's gonna be a fun shot. Another easy one. There's like 4 close-ups of Kittick here, and this is one of them. Sorry. I forgot what I was talking about. My thoughts are gone. I'm sorry. Whatever I was saying before, it's not there anymore. It's gonna be hella funny though. Yeah. Yeah. There were some really fun frames that I had in the Gloom music video that just, like, you know, they're on there for a split second and then gone, but they were really fun to animate. So I'm hoping I have a lot of stuff like that in this music video. There were some like that in Fool as well. Fool was just really fun because it was really silly. It's just basically an artist getting beat up by a jester for like 2 minutes, so like, who doesn't love that? I don't mind this song, but it is pretty repetitive. This is just basically tracing at this point. Tracing my old sketches. But I want to add some movement. Like, I kind of want their foot to, like, rotate at some point. Kick his 8 balls. Yeah. That's how you defeat Kittick. I had a whole joke series on my Instagram of, like, how would you defeat Kittick? And a lot of the answers were really funny. I really enjoyed Kick Him in the Shins. That was a good one. Okay, so got that in order. The background's just gonna be clipping into their feet, but that's okay. We won't worry about it right now. Bring this out a bit. It's gonna do wonders. Well, it didn't change the world, but made it look a bit better. There were a few answers on the how to defeat Kittick thing that were like, you're getting close to how you would actually. But I didn't answer any of those because I was like, you know, we're don't worry about it. Welcome to our annual Kicking Kittick in the Shins meeting. And I hope everybody brought their steel-toed shoes. Their pant cuffs are in fact made of titanium, so definitely want to be prepared for that. Let's see. I haven't thought about it until now, but are there any... Something's covering that word up. Hold on. Are there just bells attached to Kittick's hair? They're not like bells. They're just little triangles. Their hair is supposed to like represent a jester's cap. But then I also wanted to make it look like a longer version of Kit's hair. But then just that was kind of boring, so I was like, I need to add some pizzazz. I also want to add like color to their design, so I guess when they move around, they can jingle a little bit, just for funsies. I think you could defeat this guy with 15 tons of hammers. No. They'd survive. The things on Jester hat are bells. Yeah, I mean, they could jingle, so I guess you could call them bells. But they're really just like flat triangles that blow in the wind. Got like no weight to them, they're like paper. They just got some tape and then taped it to the end of their hair sections. What the hell, man? Gives me Bill vibes. Yeah, I guess so. I guess maybe a little bit. Except they're only really hell-bent on destroying one person's life. Confetti hair. Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just little confetti. Okay, so I kind of want them to like rotate their foot a little bit off to the side here. We're just gonna like, we're gonna do something silly and I'm just gonna redraw this frame. I'm doing a lot more animation than I really expected to today. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, how the hell do you make a foot rotate? That's the question. That's cute. Are you talking about the confetti at the end of their hair? Yeah, I like the idea that it's just like, it's just taped on. They're just really good at trolling one artist. Yeah, they would. Probably. Just got in. What are we working on? We are working on my next music video coming after Fool. And we're just doing rough animation for that right now. And it's really fun. And I had a shot piss me off earlier, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, this is in the same series as the Fool music video as well as Mary. So. Okay, yeah, I feel like that kind of reads as slight rotation. Because I feel like if I keep their heel here, maybe if I don't move this as much. And then we're gonna make a third keyframe. Oh, shoot. I needed to copy and paste this. If Al represents the algorithm, then that makes Kittick the hate comments. No, it does not. Like I said, Al doesn't only represent the algorithm. So, keep that in mind. Your roughs are wicked clean. Thank you! I'm trying to, like, keep them on model if I can, just to make my life a bit easier when I go into cleanup. This stream has, like, no delay. It's actually kind of insane how fast you can respond to chat. It had bad delay earlier. You should have seen it. Someone was asking for the song name, and it was, like, 5 songs before until I, like, answered on stream. Oh, my housemate's cat is up here. Hi, Zero. I recently got a little, cat cave thingy, and, both my cats love it to death, and now my housemate's cat is checking it out, too. So he's, like, right under my desk. He is a sweetie. His name's Zero. And he's literally, like, if you imagine Garfield as a real cat, that's him. That's what he looks like. And he's very dear to my heart. Hi, Willow. Welcome to the stream. You're animating, doing some rough animation. Joker just thinks of the artist as a joke, just to play around with. Maybe a little bit. There's something else behind that, but just don't worry about it. Kittick is literally me. Oh my god, it's Quill! Or Oliver. Welcome back from work. I hope you had a good work day. Hope it wasn't too boring. Draw Zero with a Joker version as well. I can't draw cats. Are you just doing straight ahead for small movements? Yeah, I feel like it gives me a better sense of the, like, feel for it. I feel like their foot comes out too far. Yeah, for a lot of, like, the smaller animations, I do straight ahead for. I think the craziest one... Hold on. Oh, Willow, you're also animating. I'm glad to hear. The craziest one that I did straight ahead for, which I'm so happy about, was my favorite shot from Fool. Where I was like, I want to try something different, and I want to try redrawing every single frame. Hold on. You guys are gonna get some insider details for Fool. Some behind the scenes. I have so many files open, oh my god. Jotting that down. I don't know if I would take any animation tips from me, if I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so it was this shot. This was my favorite shot to animate in Fool, and it was all straight ahead. Maybe, like, there was some, like, these ones with, like, one A, like, anything with a letter between that was, like, an in-between, so that's where it's not, like, necessarily straight ahead. But most of this was just, like, the slightest movements, and it was all straight ahead, and I love this shot so much. Like, oh my god. It was my favorite shot to animate. I love doing the mouth as well. That was really fun. Also, these layers. Oh my god. What a mess. Because I was animating, like, I think their head was on one layer, their torso up here was on one layer, their hand was on another layer, and I think I actually started with the hand. Let me see. Where is it? Their hand's somewhere. Yeah, it's arm. Yeah, I started with their arm and just did that first. And that was what the animation was at first. It was just this. And then I think I did the head after that. Wow, I am messing up this file so much. Yeah, I did the head next. So it was like this, and then I added the torso after that. So this was like my favorite shot to animate. I had so much fun with this one. I was really happy with it. How big is your canvas? For music videos, it's 1080p. you know, just like the standard 1080 by 1920. Sorry. Actually none of that straight ahead too, but I get the feel vibes you meant. Yeah, that, it was tough doing straight ahead. I mean, obviously, like, okay, hold on. I had rough animation for it. Let me see what the roughs look like. Hold on. I had thumbnails here. This was all the thumbnails were. Was this. And then the rough animation. Why does the rough animation not have an arm? Okay, well, there's just no arm on here, I guess? Yeah, this was the rough animation, it's just 4 keyframes. And then I took those, and then just animated on top of it. And like, yeah, some of those frames really line up, but yeah, it was really fun. Oh, I'm glad you guys like seeing behind the scenes. I have so much stuff for Fool that I would like to share, because it was really fun. I think the mouth was so fun to animate. Oh my god. It was really tough, but it was really fun. Love hearing artists talk about having fun with their work, especially animation. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't having fun, you know? Like, that's the only reason I do this, is because I have fun with it. But yeah, the mouth was really cool to animate, because it's literally, like, actual photos of a mouth drawn onto paper. Like, I still have a massive pile of just, like, index cards that are crumpled up and then flattened. And they all have, like, drawings of different, like, mouth shapes on them. And that's literally what it was. And then just took pictures and added some effects and placed it over Kit's mouth. And it was great. Sorry, there's a cat meowing in the background if you guys can hear that. You mean Joe. Fool is so good, it's actually what got me into Joe. That's great. Yeah, Joe's music is amazing. Oh, there's a cat going crazy. Zero! What's wrong? He's just up here meowing. This isn't even his room. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was giving Joe like a ton of praise yesterday on my stream, so I'll save it this time, but amazing music. Go listen to Decide, the entire album, not on shuffle. Listen to the transition between Runner and Gloom and Ascend, I guess. You're so cool. Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna make this even smoother. I feel like this rough animation is too smooth. Like, when I was... now looking back at that shot from Fool that I was showing you guys, like, I had like 4 keyframes per shot for rough animation. So, I might be going a little too try-hard on it. Damn, my housemate's cat is going bonkers! What's wrong? Oh, he got a hold of the catnip, that's why. Decide, my beloved. I know. Heart emoji. Love that album. I think what really, I think, 'cause how can I say this without, like, revealing too much? But, I think what really gave me the first idea to, like, make a music video based on, like, Fool was actually Half-Life, which is the song that comes before Fool in Decide. Because there's just that theme going on about, like, you know, the toxicity of social media and everything, and kind of like the dynamic between fame and just everything that comes with it, I guess. Or turning your passion into work. I don't know. Several themes, but Half-Life really gets that right in that song. And then I'm unexpectedly leaving the stream. Okay, goodbye, 8-bit axolotl. I want your whole stock of music. What do you mean by that? Like, you want, wait. Huh, sorry. Am I misunderstanding? Do you want, like, what music I enjoy? 'Cause it's everything. But I also, I have like the same 4 artists in rotation constantly, so I don't know. Definitely get too focused on making roughs clean. Yeah, it's really, like, I don't need to be adding this other keyframe here. On and on slaps. Oh my god. Yeah, on and on is amazing. Just the build up and then going to like almost complete silence is just insane. And just like the sound mixing in his music is amazing. Like, I think the most fun part about animating to music is, especially like other people's music, is you get like this really big appreciation for like how much thought. Oh, my music playlist? Yeah, I can share this. I need to take it off private. It's called Mom Look I'm a Streamer. Or I'll make it public, and then my Spotify is just Kit. I don't know if I'm able to share links on here, that's the thing. I might put it in the description after the stream. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, so like when you're animating other people's music, like you gain such an appreciation for like how much work they put into just like little things. Like when I was animating Fool, there's this really cool part which I kind of played with the Kittick heads in like the puppeteering sequence, but like during like the chorus and everything, there's like this little part in the background that goes like da 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 da, and like just kind of goes from each ear, you know, like when you're listening with headphones, like it starts in the left and goes to the right and goes back and forth. Welcome back, Mental. I am gushing about music. Let's see. I'm not gonna talk about Joe this time. Keeps talking. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Did you expect anything less from me? Let's be honest. But yeah, so like there's that little part, and that was really cool. Each little beat is like a pen stroke. Exactly. It's so cool. Music is amazing. And there's a really cool part which I didn't like do anything with the animation for it, but whenever he's going like, what's that sound in Fool, and like that whole like verse starts and everything, like you have just like a little what is the name of the thing on the drum? Hold on, we're playing Pictionary. What is this thing on the drum? What is this? What is that? Hi-hat? Hi-hat sounds right. Sometimes it's got like a little thing under it. What is that? I'm gonna say hi-hat because that sounds right. There's like in that second verse in Fool, that thing comes in on the after the first chorus, and it sounds really cool. Cymbal, yeah, I think Cymbal's like the big one though, right? I don't know. Whatever the thing that goes like like that. That's what it is. It makes that sound exactly like that. Use it in a soundboard and people would say that's the thing on the drum. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they have like one of those going in the second verse, and it sounds really cool. So all of that to say that music is amazing, and it's amazing, and I love it. I want to animate so bad right now, but Lord hath made it so it is very late. I know. I feel bad for the Europeans. I tried starting this stream a bit earlier in the day, at least for me. We've been going for like 2 hours now, which is crazy. Much longer than last stream. It's because you guys got me talking about lore. I love talking about lore. Music is magic for real. Exactly. Yeah, I had a lot of those moments with Gloom as well, just like really appreciating all the little things. Like the synths are crazy and Gloom. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty subtle movement. I think I'm gonna make the middle a bit faster. That might be... Hold on. We're gonna do... Bring this out. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. Current 11:37. Oh my god. This is great inspo to get me to do my own cleanups. Awesome. I'm glad. That's why I like art streams. If I'm ever drawing and I need background, I mean, usually I'm playing music, but if I need like inspiration, I'll just open up an art stream. This is nice, just listen to someone ramble on for 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, I like that shot. That looks good. I'm a big fan of doing the really subtle shots, really small movements. That's like most of my animation. Like the big movements are great and I have a lot of fun with them, but it's like the really subtle things that are my favorite to animate. Yeah, exactly. You got it, Raven. It tickles the brain. Just a great time for all. I would really kill to play the song that this music video is gonna be too, but Columbia Records has me in a chokehold, so they would come in and break my kneecaps if I played it on stream. Slight movements and character acting. Exactly! Better than anything else. Man. My favorite thing to animate, like my favorite shots in Fool were like the really slow ones. Although there weren't many, because it's really fast-paced song, but just really, really fun. I don't know what to animate what else to animate for the night. I'm so ridiculously motivated right now, and it's not even funny, but I don't want to stay up late. I know, ugh, man. Stupid time zones. Being dumb. I'll start a stream at like noon my time next time. I don't know what that time that would be for Europe, but alright. Have a good night, Quill. Thank you for joining. I'm very tired. Yeah. Roughs make me want to grab and shake their so I adore. Thanks for sharing. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it for the night, but I'll just kind of go over the shots we've done so far before I head out. Did this one really quick. This was really fun. Oh my god. I'm really happy with this part here. Just that shift in weight, like their arm coming out here. Tried my darndest with this shot, and it killed me. We won't talk about that one. And then just really simple shot, just, oh, the frames aren't all playing, but simple movement. And then another simple movement. Crazy. So, really fun stream tonight. If I do another stream this week, it will probably be on Wednesday, around the same time as this one, maybe a bit earlier. I won't be streaming next week, but I'll try and get some streams in this week. But it was really fun, so I'm glad people could kind of come hang out. I'm very like overwhelmed with people actually like coming and staying and talking in the chat. That's overwhelming in the best way possible, so thank you. It really means a lot that people care about my work, so it's really cool. Sometimes if you save it again, it stops skipping frames. Yeah, there's like a few fixes. It's like if you save it, and then also if you like move the frame back and forth, then it fixes it, but yeah. But yeah, it was really fun. Thank you, Mental, yeah. It was really good. Yeah, so Wednesday is probably gonna be the day I'll stream again, so 2 days from now. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. I don't have an end stream screen, nothing fancy like that. I got a BRB screen, and that's it. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for joining. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll be streaming again soon. Y'all have a good night.